Are you interested in the Navy Federal and Rewards card, but you're wondering how Navy Federal's internals even work? How much should I even put on this card? And of course, will I even be able to graduate this to unsecured? Don't worry, I'm gonna show you all the tactics I use and all the updated tips you can use to not only get your credit, but also build your internal score with Navy Federal so you can take advantage of all of their wonderful products. Let's dive in. Now, the unsecured credit card are for people who are establishing credit or rebuilding credit. So if you fall into any of these categories, this would be a perfect product for you. Now, when I got this card around about a year ago, my credit was terrible. It was so bad that another credit union actually denied me for a secured credit card. First of all, I don't even know how that happens. How is my credit so bad that you don't want to give me your credit builder to help me build my credit, to help me, to really help you at the end of the day? I just need help building my credit, but you don't want to help me build my credit when you're there for that? Anyway, now when I applied for Navy Federal Secure Card, they immediately approved me. It was a smooth process, which I'll explain later in the video as well. Okay, so when it comes to the secure credit card, lenders will give you the option on how much your limit will be. Now, hang on, it's coming out of your own pocket. See, the reason why is because institutions know you're in a struggling spot, and they don't want to gamble their funds just so it can backfire in their face. So they give out these secure credit cards so the user can show responsibility throughout their journey to gain more of their trust. Why? I'll give you an example. If you just bought your dream car and your cousin that just wrecked their car is asking you to use your car, wouldn't you be skeptical? Exactly. You're the cousin in this situation. So the limit on this card can range from $200 all the way up to $5,000. So let's just say you have $1,000 and you add it to your account. Navy Federal would then take that and freeze those funds in your savings account and apply it to your credit limit. So now your credit limit is what? $1,000. Also, while it's locked in that savings account, the good thing is it's accruing interest throughout. So that's actually a great thing. Your money is actually making money for you while you're trying to build your credit. And it can also help you earn points while using this card. As far as the correct limit you should make, there isn't a wrong answer here in this space, but I feel it should be $500 or more. Why, you may ask? I'll give you an example. I started mine with around $700. I wanted to actually have room to actually use this frequently all month. $250 would have been too low for me at that point, and I wanted to pay certain bills and get gas on a regular. So Navy Federal sees that I'm using this card frequently, and no matter what, at the end of the month, I'm paying it off. Now, I did receive a credit limit increase around the 5 to 6 month period, and that was due to Navy Federal checking the progress of my growth. I have heard some people even graduate within 3 months, and I've heard some just get a credit limit increase. Me, on the other hand, I received a $1,000 increase, but no graduation at that time. But it will show you, you will get something throughout that process, just so you can stay invested. Now, when that 6 to 7 month period does come around, again, you may be qualified to graduate to unsecured and get your deposit back. Now, make sure that you put the money that you want to use for your secure credit limit in your savings account before you hit the submit application button. And then after you apply and you're approved, you will usually receive your credit card via mail like 7 to 15 business days after it's approved. Oh, and it won't say secured on the credit card or anything, in case you feel like that's a little embarrassing or something. Also, you have nothing to be ashamed about. Yo, because whoever's shaming you probably couldn't even put a piece of bubble gum on credit. So you winning, not them. Anyway, when you apply for this card, it will be a hard inquiry on your file. But don't stress, it's necessary with Navy Federal. But it does report to all 3 major credit bureaus, such as TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And with that positive, it's going to help you build credit. You can use this card anywhere Visa or MasterCard is accepted, such as in stores or online shopping. And you get free online access 24/7. You also get 1x point for every dollar that you spend. And you also have no annual fees, balance transfer fees, or foreign transaction fees. And no cash advance fees, which is crazy good considering this is a secured credit card we're talking about, people. Most big banks or secondary businesses will hit you with fees, minimum annual fees. It's crazy out there. But with Navy Federal, they showed me that they had the utmost confidence in me and my ability to build my credit. And they will definitely do it for you at whatever stage that you're at. When you rent a car for 15 days or less, you can pay for it with your covered rewards. Now, the APR rate is a little high, but it's not that bad considering other cards out there. But overall, it is a great card to help you build or rebuild your credit. I mean, plus that 18% won't really matter because I mean, you're gonna pay it off at the end of the month anyway, right? But with all this information here, here's my advice to make sure that your card graduates to unsecured. Make sure that you keep your utilization as low as possible by the due date. Most people talk about 30%, but I'm on the side of making sure it is below 10%. Let's say that you had to spend a lot of money that month. Let's say you really had to run it up on that card. Then just pay it off weekly until the due date. Adding weekly payments will soften the blow when the due date actually comes around. Again, pay it off or have less than 10% max by the due date. And by doing this, you will see a spike in your credit score due to the positive history that you will be reporting each and every month. Just remember, you're doing all of this to improve your credit score. And when it's time for a review, Navy Federal will see the gains in points, thus triggering a credit limit increase and graduation to unsecured status. Also, if you plan on getting another secured card in the process, just make sure that you keep the utilization rate under 10% so that your credit increases way faster. And when that 6-month mark hits, it's gonna be even sweeter for you. And that will determine if you are eligible for the unsecured status. Now, I know it's some people that have had the card longer than 6 months and wondering if they can get their card to graduate. Here's a little hack that I discovered. What I want you to do is use the pre-qualification tool to see what you're eligible for, then apply for the easiest card, such as the cash rewards card. Hear me out. Yes, you can be approved for a different credit card even though you have a secured card. It's possible. You are now building more internal points with Navy and showing on your credit report a separate card with a higher limit. And with that new card, it will automatically graduate the secured card to unsecured. I tried this tactic on a family member of mine, and when they got approved for that unsecured card, in less than a week they got an email stating that their secured card is officially graduating. So what I'm saying is, go after it. I'm telling you, I promise you, it's gonna be all worth the while. I hope you found this information helpful, and I hope you get those super high limits that you're looking for. Again, it just takes time and strategy. Also, if you use this strategy or you have any other data points, put it in the comment section below so that we can all thrive and reach our goals that we want to get with Navy Federal or any other credit union. And make sure that if someone is looking to get the credit cards that you are with a high limit, make sure you share this with them. And I want to thank you again, ladies and gents, and until next time.